Remember that Twitch streamer who thinks they're a deer? There's an update. Hello everyone, we're in the middle of a live stream and I'm still Mecha Random 42. Still the one, still the only, still the original, still your favorite YouTube Harpy. There's so many updates. I kind of missed one of the videos, so we're just gonna do them both together. This dear lady is still... So there's some updates about what position they actually take with the Safety Council. There's a statement that this streamer has made who thinks they're a deer, for crying out loud. Here we go. And we got a Bounding into Karmic's article that we're starting with. So there's another streamer that called to remove Ferociously Steph, apparently that's her name, from the Twitch Safety Advisory Council. Just all this backlash that they've been having. I've never have, she says, I never have and never will say most gamers are white, whatever. White men have the most privilege. Am I blocked? Ooh, am I blocked? I don't want to know. When it comes to voice chat communication, this statement has riled more than a few. Ooh, you know what? Remember, having privilege does not invalidate your hardships. Well, guess what? You know what? You can mute people who you think are just trolling you by screaming words you don't like, sweetheart. You can mute them. You can really, really do that. And this is another person who said, oh, having voice chat is like cheating. You know what? I get on voice chat with people in Friday the 13th. And yeah, that is the advantage. To get on and instead of walking. And there's things in the game where you can go in and, yeah, I used to be a gamer on YouTube. There's things you can do in the game to communicate with other players if you happen to get the right drops, happen to get the right items, happen to find a walkie-talkie and you can talk to any player who has one. It really, really helps, but here's the thing. Sometimes if you're playing with a group of friends and you're just playing for fun, it doesn't really matter that much, and you can find a new lobby, you can find new people to play with, you can mute people who you think are problematic, who you don't want to hear from. I certainly mute all the 10-year-olds who get on mic just to scream the N-word. I don't like it any more than anybody else does, but I don't just assume that they're all a bunch of ists or phobes. I assume they're a bunch of young people who are being let loose to have an audience to do whatever they want to do, and have somebody pay attention to it, and have somebody react like that. To have somebody react the way you do. So that is one option you can do to keep yourself safe from hearing words you don't like. You can just mute these people. You can block them. You can ban them from your games. You can say, I do not ever want to play with this person or something. Steam has that option, I believe. Megan needs moolah to live. £5 super chat from SS. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. I do. You guys are keeping me afloat, and I do appreciate every single one of you just liking, subscribing, sharing. And in the interest of public safety, we do have a dear public safety announcement.
Hey, Twitch streamers. Have you ever considered identifying as a deer?
No, not really.
Well, before you decide to join Otocoilus virginiana, here's some important safety information. You live outdoors. No fancy indoor plumbing for you. No phones, no lights, no motor cars, not a single luxury. That means no fancy computers to actually stream on. It's not like you have thumbs to play video games anyway. Speaking of which, you don't have thumbs. You can't use cell phones, tie your shoelaces, or use the 3 seashells. Too bad. You have to fend for yourself and eat what you can find. No ordering pizza. Deer don't eat pizza. You now need to pay attention to when deer season is, but bad news, deer can't read.
It's coming right for us!
Wow, didn't know being a deer was so hard. So, you're glad you're a human. Stay that way.
This has been a public service announcement in the interest of public safety, paid for by the committee to stop people from wanting to become deer.
So remember, be a deer, don't be a deer. The local loner, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Where was Picard in Picard? I don't know. I don't know what we got. We got Jake Picard clearly over in Picard, but hey.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, not Admiral Hubris. I will make a lot of videos on that one. And thank you so much to the local loader. I really, really appreciate it. Also, Jiggle Cam, because that's what we do on my live streams, because we have fun over here. Twitch did release a statement about her, and you know, I'm gonna pull up Vara Dark's tweet, so shout out to her. Go subscribe to her channel. We said in our blog post, we are looking for the council to advise on a variety of things, from advising new policies to promoting healthy streaming habits, but we could have been clearer about the tasks the council will not be involved with. Council members will not make moderation decisions, nor will they have access to any details on specific moderation cases. They are not Twitch employees, and they do not speak on Twitch's behalf. While we value their opinions, even though they're crazy, in my opinion, and their right to share them, and they do have the right to share their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their wrong opinion. They are independent actors who will have opinions that aren't shared either by Twitch employees, or even by other members of the council. Nevertheless, we believe that having diverse viewpoints will make the council and its recommendations stronger and ultimately better our community. Well, that I can actually kind of agree with here, because acknowledging that you do have people like that out there who really, really see gamers in a certain light, who have this lack of maturity to kind of use the tools at their disposal to protect themselves, and feel like they have to be the ones policing everything. You know, the Karens of the world.
Drop the taco. Get in the car.
Those people who butt into everybody's stuff, who want to come in and say, hey, I don't like this behavior, so I'm going to stop you from doing this. You know, yeah, it's fine to acknowledge that there are people out there like that, even if you don't listen to them. Because, yeah, you're still going to have a very, very large community of people who think like that until we get another cultural shift. But at least we're kind of getting to the point where they used to have, a couple years back, they would just immediately cancel somebody because somebody complained. And we're kind of getting that same sort of thing where people are like, wait a minute, this is just as offensive as the thing that you got upset for a couple years back. Why the double standard? And now we're slowly seeing a little spark of that coming around, and people saying, oh yeah, we do have this. This is an issue. This is actually offensive. This is actually a harmful sort of attitude to have. What are you guys saying in chat? The woman stroking the deer concerns me more than the deer itself. Right. That's another thing. Like, if I were there to sit on a magic wand or something during a stream, would I be banned? Or but this person can get petted and have pretty much the same reaction. Petted on the head, mind you, but still, like, if I were just here and let's say I had a sonic screwdriver or something, and you know, it disappeared off camera somewhere, and I had the same reaction that Ferociously Steph had when she was getting pet on the head, I would be so banned in a heartbeat. It wouldn't even be funny. It would not be, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. You're canceled. You're banned from everything if I did the same thing. So, huge double standard on some of these people and some of their practices, and some of the people are actually coming around to that. Some of the people are actually realizing that that's one of the things that's happening. Woman, I can't drop the taco. I was born with one. Ready by nature says. Oh, that's great. Save a taco. Drop the Popeye's chicken sandwich. Ooh. Done playing with the sonic screwdriver. What else are you guys saying? Observer dude, why have Disney tried to make Star Wars diverse? Because Star Wars is meant for children, and they don't care about diversity. Because it's an agenda. I think it's just because they think that because they're all a bunch of Islamophobes in their little Hollywood circle that we're as bad as they are, and we're really, really not. And, you know, I always say this, their heart's in the right place, but the head's up their own ass sometimes. And they don't realize that the rest of the world isn't really nearly as bad. Matthew Hooker, £20 super chat. Holy crap, thank you so much. SJWs in Hollywood need to smeg off, absolutely. And 10 raised tube, $4.99. Fight the Karens. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. And thanks to YouTube for letting my super chats work today, because now I can have my pop-ups. You know, like my Bill and Ted stuff, because you know I'm a big Bill and Ted fan. Huge Bill and Ted fan. So much so that we even have the 69 super chat ready for that one when that one comes up. I'm also a huge Star Trek fan. You know, the 1701s are fun too. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I've been flubbing and stuttering through all this. Check out Vara Dark. Check out Everybody, who else is great to check out? I don't even know anymore. I'm like, it's one of those days. It's one of those days. It's rainy. It's humid. I need the fan on or else I'm going to feel like I'm drowning. So I'm going back to my live stream. Don't you guys go anywhere.